right now.
And we felt like we had a strong message, and obviously it resonated with the voters here tonight.
Tonight, live from the Lariat in Peoria, a look at the celebrations for the newly elected 18th District Congressman.
Plus, the room renovation that's giving victims of abuse a safe place to play and learn.
And a popular automaker recalling millions of trucks. Find out if your vehicle could be affected.
But first, the 18th District special election officially comes to a close. Good evening, I'm Maria Chandler.
And I'm Paul Cicchini. It looks as though another Republican, Darren LaHood, will be filling the seat vacated by Aaron Schock.
And let's break down the numbers now for you. Darren LaHood, the Republican state senator from Dunlap, will now be the Republican U.S. representative for the 18th District. Tonight, the congressman-elect beat Democratic candidate and teacher Rob Mellon 69% to 31%. Now, we are still waiting on a small number of votes to come in, but so far, LaHood has 33,602 votes, Mellon 15,228. 96% of the votes are in.
And the celebration is underway in Peoria for Darren LaHood and his supporters. Here is a live look inside the Lariat Steakhouse. Again, LaHood winning unofficially with about 69% of the vote. I guess we're going to have that live look in just a minute. He beat Democrat Rob Mellon. Now, we will hear from the congressman-elect a little bit later in the show and break down the changes coming to the 18th District now that he is in office.
Right now, we are taking a look at what brought us to this point tonight. On February 2nd, the Washington Post revealed Aaron Schock renovated his congressional office, taking inspiration from the TV series Downton Abbey. The overhaul was reportedly a donation from a designer in Central Illinois that violated House ethics rules. On February 23rd, a USA Today report found that Schock's spending could violate House ethics rules and federal law. The paper says Schock spent tens of thousands of dollars on taxpayer and campaign dollars on private flights. Following the allegations, on March 17th, Schock gave officially his resignation on the floor of the House, saying he was leaving with sadness and humility. Now, this sparked the special election, of course, which brings us to tonight as LaHood moves into office.
We've got team coverage of tonight's election, and still ahead, Matt Porter will look at what happens now that LaHood will be resigning from the state Senate.
But we start with Hannah Hilliard at the Lariat Steakhouse in Peoria, where Congressman-elect Darren LaHood's campaign is celebrating tonight. Hannah.
Guys, I'm out here at the Lariat Steakhouse where about an hour and a half ago, Darren LaHood gave his acceptance speech. After a long 6 months, he is officially the 18th District representative, and a lot of people were here. The crowd is starting to thin out a little bit. We had county supporters, or county officials, city officials, a lot of supporters here, all showing their congratulations to Representative LaHood. Now, he's not exactly sure what day he gets started yet, but he thinks it's going to be next Thursday, but he said he should have a lot more information come tomorrow when he gets here. Now, he did give his acceptance speech not too long ago, and he's running onto the screen right now. We're joined by Mr. LaHood. How are you feeling today?
You know, it's a good feeling. When you work at something for 6 months, it's incredibly humbling, and it's a real honor to have the voters do what they did today and elect me to this position. And you get a real sense of responsibility, too.
Well, it was probably a quick 6 months for us, but a long 6 months for you campaigning. You talked to everyone around the district. What are some concerns Central Illinoisans have, and how can you take that to Washington?
Well, obviously, you know, fiscal responsibility is a big issue. Smaller government, you know, talked a lot about term limits, ethics and transparency in government. Those are all important issues. Plus, getting the economy booming again in the country. How do we create more jobs? How do we, you know, make the private sector start flourishing again? So those are the big issues we talked about, and also making sure that whoever gets this seat, you know, follows the rules, is compliant, has the highest ethical standards.
Yeah, you said transparency was a big thing. Why?
Well, I just think after the allegations that occurred with the predecessor to the seat, I think people want some reassurance this isn't going to happen again. I've spent 10 years as a state and federal prosecutor. I've been a strong proponent of ethics reform in Springfield. I'm chief sponsor of term limits there, so obviously ethics has been something I've been very involved with, and I'll continue to do that.
All right, well, thanks for running over here, and congratulations. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Hannah. WMBD's Jacob Peklo was in Quincy when Mellon conceded. We'll have more on that tomorrow morning. You can find full election results by heading over to our website, ciproud.com.
In other news tonight, 2 people are dead after a shooting in Galesburg. It happened just after 3 this afternoon. Police responded to the 100 block of Dietrich Avenue. That's where they found a man in front of a house dead from a gunshot wound. In a field near Dietrich, they found a woman inside a car. She also had gunshot wounds. Those 2 have been identified as 51-year-old Jeffrey Phillips and 51-year-old Jane Phillips. Police are still investigating that active crime scene.
Peoria police are repeating their call for help identifying 2 people possibly connected to last month's deadly shooting outside Club Envy. Donnie Richardson was killed in the shooting on August 10th. The 2 men police are looking for can be seen on our website. A ShotSpotter alert sent police to the club on Southwest Jefferson. Initial information shows someone fired several rounds at a vehicle leaving the parking lot of Club Envy. At least one of those bullets hit Richardson, who was a passenger in the car. Now, if you know anything, call Peoria Police 309-673-4521, or you can call Crime Stoppers anonymously at 309-673-9000.
1 Marine is dead, several others injured after the vehicle they were riding in rolled over at Camp Pendleton in California. It's unclear how many Marines were injured. According to a spokesperson, the service member who died was assigned to the 1st Marine Division. An investigation is underway.
Close to $500,000 is coming to Illinois to help victims of sexual abuse. The U.S. Department of Justice awarded part of a grant to the Illinois Criminal Justice Information Authority today. It helps support rape crisis centers, making sure victims get the medical, legal, and social support services they need and get help through the healing process.
For long-term residents at the Center for Prevention of Abuse, a comfortable place to work and play can make a world of difference. So 50 girls from Bradley University's Alpha Chi Omega sorority helped to make one of the community rooms a little bit homier. After months of planning, they brought in furniture, tables, chairs, lamps, and libraries of books. The executive director for the center says she's already seen kids come in to work on homework together.
It's home away from a home that maybe that they knew that they loved being there, except for an abusive situation. So the more that we can make this a place where they want to be and they're relaxed and we can provide all the services that they need, it just makes it better.
The center's long-term housing has 11 units, and Myrna says kids of all ages are living there now.
A consumer alert tonight. More than 1 million Chrysler Ram trucks are being recalled because of steering wheel and airbag issues. Fiat Chrysler says the recall includes 1.3 million 2012 to 2014 model Ram trucks. They are models 1500, 2500, and 3500. According to the company, the trucks may have faulty steering wheel wiring that could cause the driver's side airbag to deploy. 2 injuries have been connected to the issue. Truck owners can check to see if their vehicles are included in the recall by entering the VIN number at vinrcl.safercar.gov. Back to the Lariat in just a bit, where WMBD's Capitol Bureau Chief will break down tonight's vote and what the newly elected congressman means for the 18th district. But first, Chris.
Well, we saw some showers and thunderstorms, some of which were severe earlier today, but we have more rain moving on in, along with a nice shot of fall-like weather. We'll have that forecast coming up.
You're watching WMBD News at 10 in high definition with Paul Cicchini, Maria Chandler, Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates with your local Weather Authority forecast, and Kurt Pegler with sports. This is WMBD News at 10. Central Illinois proud.
For a surprising variety of fully inspected pre-owned vehicles, JaguarLandRoverPeoria.com.
Hi folks, I'm Larry with Bathfitter. I'm here today with a 3-generation family of Bathfitter customers. This is their Bathfitter experience.
It all started with my walk-in shower. I couldn't live without it.
I got my Bathfitter 5 years ago. It's like getting in a brand new shower every time. It's the best decision I ever made, and then my daughter got one.
Our bathtub turned out more beautiful than we could have ever imagined, and I'm happy to be able to put my kids in a nice clean tub.
Join our Bathfitter family. Give us a call today.
This weekend at American Freight, 2 mattress sets, any size, only $298 complete. Get a twin and a full and a queen. Get a queen and a king, 2 kings, 2 queens, 2 mattress sets, any size, only $298 complete. Famous names like Simmons, Stewart, and Hamilton. Free layaway, same-day delivery. This weekend only at American Freight, 1503 Washington Road in Washington. Phone 444-4111.
Red Tag sale days are back at Midwest Equipment. Show winner who's boss with Cub Cadet X-Series snow throwers. Get 10% off now through September 12th during Cub Cadet snow days. You get the lowest price of the year on blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws only at Midwest Equipment.
You tend to growl at everyone when you don't get enough sleep. You won't have that problem when you sleep on a handcrafted Lebeda mattress. Shop the Lebeda Mattress Sweet Dreams Sweet Savings Sale. Save 15 to 50% on select discontinued models. Save $200 to $500 on your choice of natural Talalay latex mattresses, a wide selection of adjustable beds, two-sided mattresses that can be flipped over, and cooling gel memory foam. Sale ends Monday at Lebeda.
Buying a new car just got a whole lot easier at Uptree Nissan. This week, get 0% for 72 months on the exciting new Altima, over 50 available, or own one for just $17,990.
And our 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
Uptree Nissan in Peoria.
You're watching WMBT News at 10 in high definition with Paul Cicchini, Maria Chandler, Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates with your local Weather Authority forecast, and Kurt Tegler with sports. This is WMBT News at 10. Central Illinois proud.
Welcome back. The showers and thunderstorms from earlier have now left us, but we're watching for another round of storms, or at least rain, to begin to work in from the west. But it's a quiet night so far up in Pontiac. Temperature 62 degrees. Had some stronger storms earlier this afternoon. Temperatures now in the 60s here in Peoria as well. We are at 65, the Twin Cities at 61. So our storms from earlier now long gone. More clouds working in from the west, and mainly some light rain crossing the Mississippi. These showers will become more widespread after midnight tonight and continue through the morning commute, at least up to about the Illinois River. And then eastward, we'll likely see that rain hang on a little bit longer, possibly breaking up shortly before lunchtime. So models now slowing down this system. We'll get a nice little shot of rain tomorrow morning, followed by some clearing skies in the afternoon. High pressure builds in from the west. That's going to help bring in a little bit of drier air. But let's take you through feature track through tonight. We'll see the rain showers become more widespread at 2 o'clock in the morning. Some more light rain now beginning to push into the Peoria area. We'll fast forward in time through about 7 o'clock in the morning. Notice where that rain line is, right along and east of the Illinois River. I think anything back to the west is going to be very isolated nature by this time, but we will still be looking at some light rain ongoing right along Interstate 55 from Lincoln all the way up through Bloomington Normal, and then up into the Pontiac area, straight up into Chicago. So we're going to be dealing with at least a wet commute, especially out east. I think here in Peoria, our showers will be just beginning to ramp up. Now, temperatures down into the 60s tonight, upper 50s for a few up to our north and out west. Through tomorrow, morning showers giving way to a mix of sun and clouds in the afternoon. Temperatures, though, will struggle to warm up with a nice, brisk northerly wind. We're going to be looking at temperatures only around the 70-degree mark by lunchtime. Temperatures will hang around there for a few hours before beginning to drop back into the 60s tomorrow evening. Now, your high temperature 71 here in Peoria, upper 60s to near 70 elsewhere across central Illinois. Bloomington Normal coming in at 70, but where we had severe weather earlier today, including a tornado that touched down in extreme southwestern portions of Mason County, it'll be a much quieter day tomorrow. Temperatures only in the lower 70s. Your best chance of rain is in the morning from Havana out towards Petersburg. Mainly dry conditions further west. Galesburg, with the exception of a morning shower, things will be drier. Now here's a look at what's going to be heading our way heading into the weekend. That jet stream now beginning to dive south by Saturday. A nice big cutoff low parked over the Midwest. Beneath that low, very cool temperatures. High temperatures on Saturday, struggling to get out of the 60s. And we had some beautiful pictures. This one coming in from Jeff Patton of a beautiful double rainbow that was near Starved Rock Park at 6 p.m. All right, here's your Southside Bank extended outlook. Cool weather moving in for the weekend as we take a look at what's going to be heading our way at least through early next week. Good news if you like warmer weather, because temperatures will be warming up with a chance of storms late in the week.
You're going to feel like fall there for a little bit,
least
though,
for a while.
for sure.
You know, I told you, wipe those 40s off the map, all right? Yeah.
It's a smudge. It won't come off.
Thanks, Chris. He voted this morning. Tonight, he celebrates his special election victory. What Darren LaHood's win means for the 18th district. That's next.
Through the end of October, Bart Optical, get progressive, no-line bifocals for just $99. Right now at Bart Optical, get an exam, contacts, and glasses for only $149. Bart Optical, vision for life.
Steel, a brand built on power. And the Americans who use it, build it, and sell it. Right now, steel blowers start at just $149.95. Plus, get the hard-working MS250 for just $299.95. Real people, steel people. Join us. Visit SteelDealers.com.
For the 5 million Americans living with Alzheimer's and the millions more who feel its effects, let's walk together to make an even bigger impact and end Alzheimer's for good. Find a walk near you at alz.org/walk.
Take the short drive today to see the goods difference. Stroll through the shops at Market Square. Find unique gifts, clothing, gourmet food, wine, and so much more. We look forward to seeing you at Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
Snyder Village is my place to call home. Actually, it's our place to call home.
Snyder Village is our place to call home.
Snyder Village is my grandpa's place to call home.
Snyder Village is our place to call home.
Snyder Village is my mom's place to call home.
Make Snyder Village your place to call home.
Snyder Village, your place to call home.
No one does high school football better than Kurt Fedler and WMBD. Get all the action you need Friday nights all season long, right here on WMBD News at 6. Game Day Live, brought to you by Great Plains Orthopedics.
UFS, famous for deals on Adams Street, downtown Peoria. 10 minutes from anywhere.
Time's running out. Install that new carpet free from UFS. UFS, your flooring headquarters, about 10 minutes from anywhere.
Just when you think you have all the answers, name a place no one wants to admit they are headed.
Mississippi.
Jason, where are you going? We're going to Mississippi. We're going to where? We're going to Mississippi.
Weekdays at 3 on WMBD. You're watching WMBD News at 10.
Welcome back. The 18th District Special General Election is over.
Congressman-elect Darren LaHood will be taking over the seat vacated by former Congressman Aaron Schock.
Here's a look at the numbers. We now have 100% of the precincts are reporting. Darren LaHood, the victor, has 35,190 votes, which is 69% of the vote. Rob Mellon, 15,941 votes, or 31% of the vote.
Continuing our election coverage tonight, Darren LaHood will be heading to Washington as Illinois' next congressman. But what can we expect when he arrives? WMBD's Capitol Bureau Chief Matt Porter is live from LaHood election headquarters in Peoria. Matt, what will Congressman LaHood's job look like?
Well, going from state senator to Congressman LaHood, he'll see some similar things that he saw in Springfield, but he's also going to have to take a national view of the issues. He's going to talk about issues like gun control, minimum wage, and foreign policy, a lot more in the Capitol. Now, I'm actually here with State Representative Tim Butler, who you actually worked in the Capitol for a couple of years and worked for Congressman for almost 2 decades. Tell me, what is going to be different for LaHood moving?
Well, I think things will happen pretty quick for Darren. He'll get sworn in sometime next week. He'll be voting on behalf of the constituents of the 18th District next week. He'll have to get his office up and running in Washington and in the district, so he's going to have to hire staff, look through the issues, and figure out how he's going to vote and get things up and going pretty quickly, I think.
And so what's going to be different as far as politically when he's on the Hill versus in the state capitol?
Well, it's a different pace in Washington than it is in Springfield. Obviously, it's the center of government really in the world in Washington, so I think he's going to see a lot more issues come up, like you said, that he hasn't dealt with in the state capitol as well. I think he's going to have to deal with travel back and forth between the district and Washington, which will be new to him, going back and forth every week. So certainly a different pace, I'm sure, than he's had in Springfield and different issues, but I know he's well prepared to do good.
You mentioned travel. He's obviously going to be working in Washington, D.C. How is that? How is he going to have to deal with, still getting in touch with constituents being not in the state all the time?
Well, he'll hire staff in the district that'll do a lot of good work for him, but also I know Darren's committed to traveling the district when he's home, being here on weekends like his father was and other members of Congress when they travel the district. I know he understands that that's a big part of the job, and he's made a commitment to staying in touch with the folks in the 18th District to make sure he does a good job.
And what's the one key thing he's going to have to remember when he's over there?
Well, I think keeping in touch with the people at home and making sure he's representing the values of the 18th District is the most important thing.
All right, well, thank you, Representative Butler, for joining us. Now, Darren LaHood's going to have a quick turnaround, expected to maybe be sworn in next week, so he's not going to have much time to go from state senator to congressman, but the transition begins tomorrow. Live here in Peoria, Matt Porter, WMBD News.
Matt, thanks. And on the other side of tonight's election, Democrat candidate Rob Mellon has conceded the race to LaHood. Here's what he had to say tonight.
I wouldn't say there's no victory, obviously. Like I said, there's no moral victories for me. It's a win or lose. That's just the way I'm wired. But I'm very happy with the amount of messages I got today. So I know people weren't voting for me just because of the party. They really believed in what I was saying.
And coming up on Sunday on Central Illinois on the Record, we are sitting down with the Congressman-elect LaHood and hearing in his own words what he expects once he's sworn in. Still ahead, tonight's Extra Effort winner is a winner in the classroom and on the racetrack. Kurt has his story next.
On the beautiful island of St. Lucia, only at Sandals can you stay at one resort and play around at all three. Play around wherever you want. Play around as often as you like. Dine around at 23 gourmet restaurants. Enjoy unlimited rounds on us. Why, you can even sleep in the round. Sandals Resorts in St. Lucia. Get 3 vacations for the price of 1. Call 1-800-SANDALS.
Welcome to Subway. What can I make for you? You'll love our new rotisserie-style chicken. 100% white meat, herb-seasoned pulled chicken, fresh toasted with melty cheese and crisp veggies on freshly baked bread. Enjoy it while it's here. Subway. Eat fresh.
With FlexSteel Home Furnishings, you'll find a lifetime of comfort, quality, and style. FlexSteel Furnishings feature more than 1,500 fabrics and leathers and are thoughtfully designed for the way you work, play, and relax. Our exclusive lifetime guaranteed Blue Steel Spring delivers unmatched comfort and durability, so you can count on your FlexSteel furniture to look and feel wonderful for years to come.
The FlexSteel semi-annual sale at Wright's Furniture in downtown Pontiac.
When shopping Wright's, check out our FlexSteel gallery.
Get answers to your home improvement questions on CIProud.com. Never clean your gutters again with the #1 gutter protection system, Gutter Helmet. Your home is your castle, so visit your home network on CIProud.com.
At Extreme, we sell more Nissans, Hyundai, Kias combined than anyone in Central Illinois. There's a reason for that. To think that they can purchase, regardless of make or model, a car from us and have a warranty for as long as they own that car, my goodness, that is true peace of mind. From one extreme to another, whether it be in Bloomington or the north end of Normal, Extreme has got you covered.
Drive home a new Range Rover Evoque for $389 a month at JaguarLandRoverPeoria.com.
Hi, I'm WMVD's Kurt Pegler. Get your selfies ready because Unity Point Health Peoria is giving away $1,000 in new sports equipment to one lucky school in Central Illinois. Grab your friends, the marching band, or even the mascot and snap a picture at your school's next football game for a chance for them to win. Just post that picture to the Unity Point Health Peoria Facebook page with the hashtag Friday Night Lights, along with your school name. And the school with the most photos posted at the end of the season wins.
Now, your local sports with WMBD's Kurt Pegler.
A rough stretch for the Cardinals continues. Not much offense in Cincinnati, and the Cardinals leave the ballpark red-faced after a shutout loss. Cardinals slumping. That's an understatement. Look at this play. Joey Votto of the Reds with a deep drive down the line and left. Outfielder Stevens Piscotty's going to make a run at it. He can't get it. It's off the wall for a double. Runners are going to score. That's the theme of the night. And the Cardinals are blanked. 11-0. The Cubs rained out tonight, doubleheader in Philadelphia tomorrow. The Peoria Chiefs win their first-round Midwest League playoff series with a 3-2 win at Kane County. And the Corn Belters lose Game 1 of their playoff series with a loss at Traverse City. He didn't give specifics, but Michigan coach Jim Harbaugh dismisses Manual grad Logan Tooley-Tillman from his team for, quote, unacceptable conduct. The 6'7", 300-pound offensive lineman was in his 3rd year at Michigan. The big football game tomorrow night is Normal West against Normal Community. The school's meeting in soccer tonight, and the Ironmen are on fire early. Emmanuel Najoli beats the defender and gives the Iron a 2-0 lead. And later in the first half, Joseph Halcomb gets the nice feed from Jim Leone. Halcomb scores the first of his 3 goals. He has the hat trick, and the Ironmen have. a 5-1 win over West. On the other side of town, it's Normal Community hosting West in volleyball. Wildcats sophomore Hannah Sieg with a strong spike and the point for the Wildcats here. For the Iron, however, it's going to be Rachel McGuire setting one up for Annie Trimpe. Quick hit over the net, then the Ironmen win it. The Lady Iron win it in 2. All right, how about a good Middle Illini matchup? Last year's co-champions Morton and unbeaten Limestone going head-to-head. Morton out to an early lead, but the Rockets would rally. Brittany Robinson on the kill. First set tied at 21. Back come the Potters. Haley Dullard with the kill down the line here. And later it's going to be Brandy Bisping finding a spot between the defenders for this point, and the Potters hand Limestone its first loss of the season tonight in 2. Another good Middle Illini matchup. Metamora at Washington, and the Redbirds take a set 1 here. Sydney Hanchett to Jillian Uricki for the point. Man, can she get up and jump. Panthers rally and take set 2. Abigail Weisbrook to sophomore Bryn Newkirk, pushing that one over. Then it's Claire Schrock to Newkirk here. Washington is a winner in 3. Central Catholic and Eureka tonight scoring off in Bloomington. Danielle Britton for the Hornets with a nice touch here. Point for the Eureka Hornets, but the Saints are too much. Maddie Malinowski with the service ace here, and then it's going to be Malinowski at the net with the big swing and the point that Eureka can't return, and the Saints are winners in 2. Our weekly extra effort feature returns for the school year tonight. The first winner is a straight A student who can't drive to the store, but he has a license to drive race cars. He really doesn't remember a time in his life when he wasn't at a racetrack, but 13-year-old Matt Shannon says racing is better than watching.
More exciting when you're in the car, and it's a lot of focus, and it's a lot harder than it looks.
Matt is a 4th-generation driver from the Shannon family. His great-grandfather, grandpa, and dad all raced before him. He's learned the sport from his bloodlines and is now perfecting his skills thanks to his smarts.
Geometry is some of the stuff on the car and how the track, because you can't enter, like fly into the bottom and not expect to slide up. See, that's math and science in a way.
The 8th grader from Hollis School has had straight A's since kindergarten. He's an honor student, part of the elite Illinois Math and Science Academy. He says working on cars and racing, that's fun, but it comes after his schoolwork.
He's dedicated to his schoolwork, and we don't have to argue much about it. He knows that that's his responsibility. When he comes home, he does that before he does anything else.
It can be hard sometimes because I'll have to come out here and do stuff on the car and do homework. So I usually try to make school first, the first priority, because if my schoolwork has to get done and I don't have time for the race car, then I'm not racing that week.
Good luck to Matt. Briefly, NFL season opener. Patriots lead the Steelers 28-14 in the 4th quarter. Finally, back to Morton, where amidst the costume students section is basketball player Jadison Warham, and she has some business. She's asking Brett to homecoming. Oh, man, Brett, you got to say yes after all that effort. You got to say yes. News is back in a couple of minutes.
This portion of WMBD News is brought to you by...
Where it's more than a car.
It's a Honda.
This portion of WMBD News is brought to you by Pods.
How does Pods help remove the stress from moving? We deliver a container. You fill it up with all the things that need a home while you move yours. Take all the time you need, then just call us. We'll pick up your locked container and drive it to your new home. Pods.
Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois. Take a break from the day and enjoy a delicious lunch in our wine cellar restaurant. And enjoy a variety of soups, sandwiches, desserts, all made fresh daily. Live the good life here at Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
We're installing new equipment and advanced technology to improve reliability. It's all part of Ameren, Illinois' 5-year plan to build a stronger energy infrastructure. Along the way, we're also building a stronger economy in central and southern Illinois by hiring more than 800 new employees. I should know. I'm one of them. Ameren, Illinois. Energy at work.
Trust Dan and Sean Cusack to fight your personal injury or workers' compensation claim. You deserve a dedicated team centered on your legal goals. Call today, 637-5282.
When you want to buy a pre-owned car, you want selection and you want price. Fred, what do we got for selection?
Selection? How about a gigantic inventory?
Oh, how about an enormous inventory?
Mega-sized, I'd call it.
Oh, I love that. And then we're going to need some low prices. What do you got for that?
$99 a month for a pre-owned car.
I like that. What about new?
$147 for a new cruise lease.
All right. Well, do you still get the Green's Goods package?
On every car.
Every car gets the $9.95 oil changes, the car washes, and so much more. You gotta go green.
As the season shifts, change is on its way. And with change comes opportunity. It's up to you to seize it. The 2015 Cadillac SRX. Get this low mileage lease from around $339 per month. Visit your local Cadillac dealer for this attractive offer.
Red Tag sales days are back at Midwest Equipment. Now is the time to save. Ferris zero-turn mowers are on sale so you can experience suspension. Demo a Ferris today. You also get the lowest prices of the year this week on blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws.
Wake up with Doggone Weather with meteorologist Lauren Ranson. Weekdays on WMBD This Morning. Brought to you by Heartland Deck and Fence.
There's a difference in local weather. Try us and see for yourself.
Meteorologist Lauren Ranson. Weekdays on WMBD This Morning and WMBD News at noon.
All right, if you're just tuning in, a final look at results from the 18th Congressional District special election. Darren LaHood is the congressman-elect, beating Democrat Rob Mellon 69% to 31%. Those results still unofficial.
All right, and TGIF tomorrow. How are we feeling about the weather?
A little rain for our morning drive. Other than that, I think it'll be cool. That's the biggest shock. 71 degrees is all we're going to be able to manage tomorrow. It'll be worse on Saturday. We'll only be able to manage a high around 68. Do not look at the overnight lows. They're depressing. They're going to be down into the 40s.
Yep.
We're going to shake out of it pretty quick, though. We're back into the 80s by next week, and with the warmer weather, more storms on Thursday.
All right, thanks, Chris. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Have a great evening.
Colbert's next. Stick around.